Crime Victimization Survey is the nation's main source for unreported crimes, their effects, and the victims they leave behind. Nearly half of all crimes in the U.S. go unreported to the police. Each year, data is collected nationwide from 76,000 households regarding the frequency and consequences of victimization. It's my job to collect that data. On average, I visit 15 households a day, interviewing up to 3 respondents per household.
Hello?
Following the manual, my interviews begin with a greeting, a name, and a question.
My name is Beth Roberts from the Bureau of Justice Statistics. I was wondering if you have a few moments to do a quick survey.
Sure. Come in.
Most welcome me into their home after the question. Others stop at the greeting. Through the years, I've learned how to read body language.
No. Anything like a baseball bat, frying
Crossed
pan,
legs,
scissors,
folded arms,
stick?
wandering eyes, aggression.
No.
Indications they use to
Anything
hide what they
thrown,
don't want me
such as a
to know.
rock?
No.
Any grabbing, punching, or choking?
Sometimes they break.
Did any incidents of this type happen to you?
Last week, while I was cleaning, a man came up from behind. With the spare cord of the vacuum, he wrapped it around my neck and pulled it tightly. He told me that if I didn't stop, he'd strangle me and throw my lifeless body out with the rest of the garbage.
Was that your first encounter with this man? Could you provide a description of this offender?
I used to feel sorry for victims who had unexpected property damage. Now I don't even consider them victims, just unfortunates. True victims are those who aren't able to throw money at it to make it go away. I've heard confessions from those who've kept it from their own families.
Well, it was a crappy bike. And the little kid who took it didn't even know what he was doing.
So, you didn't press charges?
Of course not. He was only 5.
Alright. Incidents involving unwanted sexual acts are often difficult to talk about. Other than what's been mentioned, have you been forced to engage in unwanted sexual activity by someone you didn't know or a casual acquaintance?
Are you asking me if I've been raped?
Yes.
Is this a joke?
Of course not. The Bureau of Justice has come across many male rape victims in the past.
Who put you up to this?
No one. I work for the federal government.
Yeah, sure you do. It was that dick down the street, wasn't it? What, once wasn't enough?
I'm sorry?
So-called survey is over. Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm sorry. If you can imagine the crime, I could introduce you to the victim. Weeks of listening to the public's criminal secrets rest in that box. Male rape victims, hate crime victims, and domestic violence victims are only a tenth of what resides in that box. I'm usually successful in convincing victims that they're not just a dot on the graph of criminal activity. The one person I've failed to convince is myself. How do you convince a data collector that they are not just another statistic?